Fix It friends, this is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. Coming back at you with my weekly book selection for toddlers. Now, this is another one that really could be for toddlers or babies. And at first, I was torn. I didn't know if I wanted to show y'all Babies Around the World Dancing or this book, Hello World, from the Hello World series. But this one is about Dinosaurs by Jill McDonald, and Babies Dancing Around the World is by Tamara Barker, and the art is by Violet LeMay. So I like this book, and I think I still will show it to y'all in some of the upcoming weeks. But I'm going to go with this Dinosaurs book because, as I'll show y'all in the few slips, I guess, or in a few scenes ahead, Monica picked this book up when I was sitting here deciding between the two and decided to try to read it to herself. So that's one thing that I love about these books. Like, these books are both books that we've had for a while that we've been reading to Monica, and now that she's almost 3, she starts to read, quote unquote, them to herself. Sometimes it's really cute because you'll see how she recognizes the pictures or different words, knows that the dinosaurs are eating. But I really love both of these books. One, I told y'all already, I'm really big on illustrations. I'm really big on details in the books, and I love how this particular storybook looks like the items are like paper crafted. I work on some different projects. One is going to be a big project next year for Earth Day 2023 in New Orleans that works with paper crafting, that teaches kids sustainability. So I'll tell y'all more about that later. That is one of my exciting news that I shared that will be coming on Facebook. But I love just that texture of the images where you can see, like, it also teaches them too, like when we sit down to do different crafts, like you can make a lot of different pictures and things out of pieces of paper. Here you can even see where the texture almost looks a little bit raised. But I picked this dinosaur book because Monica is a dinosaur fan. So too, like, this could have been written in just words on the page, but the fact that they decided to put the actual text along the spine of the dinosaur, I thought that was just creative and something different. It gives you the names of all the different dinosaurs. These books here especially show lots of diversity in the characters, so you'll see more of that later. But it's just like this scene right here. They're in a museum and they're looking. But I love just that thought to detail where they put the words in a creative way so that kids can interact with it a little bit more. So it shows all the details too, tells them more about paleontologists. I love to text that really expose kids to bigger words because kids repeat a lot of what they hear at this age. So even though this is a very long multi-syllable word, Monica has started trying to say words like that. When we explain to her measuring tape and geological hammer, she'll repeat a lot of these while we're reading, and I love that. So once again, they did a little detail in it, so they also give them the definition of the words. That made me laugh when I thought of some of the other books that I read in that STEM or science series where I was like, what the what? But this book is really good about defining some of those more complicated terms. So it tells all the story that some dinosaurs were very big, like a Apatosaurus. I love two books that let us know the different names. And again, we're having size comparisons. So the next book page is going to say that some were really small and give real life comparisons like a chicken. At this age, the kids know a lot of different animals, so that makes sense to them. But you can flip through, and as you see here again, you can see where there's the texture here. The book physically does not have the texture, but you can see the depth in the imagery. So this is a very high quality image in my opinion. But I love that. And the more little asterisks that give you more definition. Books like this, I think, are so, so cool. So we have been to some museums already. Monica's like her mommy. She does like going to museums. We have a lot of museums here in New Orleans that we'll still be going to see, like the Children's Museum and some of the different Audubon Institute museums. And right now in August, I think they're doing every weekend is a free museum for Orleans Parish residents in the month of August. They called it something, some kind of catchy name, but I can't remember. But anyway, back on topic. This is really cool because it's almost like a little small museum in a book, giving you so much detail. And the exposure is important because when your child does go to a museum, some of these things they may already recognize and just help to reinforce what they've already learned. So flipping through, letting y'all see the pages. I think this book is so, so cool. I believe I did get this on Amazon. I will try to add that detail to the video so you can see it. But if you have a young one who loves dinosaurs, or if you're a parent who wants to share your love of dinosaurs with your child, this is a book I would highly recommend adding to your library. And you'll see in the next little bit where Monica was reading this to herself. She's used to, like, we'll be like, next page. I guess that's what I bring to from my library background and doing story circles with kids. I'm always used to saying next page and the end. So here we do have, I believe, the solar system book. I looked at the weather book, so I don't know if I have that one or not, but I know we don't have My Body and Birds, but all the books in the little Hello World series, I really like a lot. So if you're not familiar with them, I would recommend checking it out. You can even, I follow a lot of different authors on Amazon so that whenever they put out new books or there's a sale on some of their books, I get that information. But the description here says, long ago, dinosaurs roamed the earth. How many can you name? Babies and toddlers will love cuddling up and discovering the world around them with Hello World, designed to share simple concepts about nature and science. So also in the series, like I said, are the solar system, weather, backyard bugs, birds, and My Body. And I think that they do sell some of these in box sets like the other ones I showed you. But Jill McDonald, I have found that I do like her books. This retails for $7.99 US, $10.99 in Canada. This is published by, Doubleday of Random House Children's Books. I do like Random House books. Definitely the Penguin Random House Book Company is one that I do follow as well. So this is Dinosaurs by Jill McDonald. Check it out if you haven't already. And I will show you how Monica enjoys this book. Uh-huh.
And then Dino goes, yes, this is the yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Dino gets sorry with talks.
Uh-huh.
They sing,
Roar.
they sing as a dinosaur.
Roar.
The dinosaur might eat, I guess, the dino get its own tails.
Uh-huh.
And then, I think it's the next page.
Next page, okay.
And then a puppy say,
Mm-hmm.
go. It's supposed to get you.
Mm-hmm.
The
end.
as such as the so say,
Oh, wow.
The second again say,
Roar.
They say dino white eat. I say a dino white eat.
Mm-hmm.
I say the dinosaur eat when it's the stars.
Yeah.
And the dino white eat the trees.
Yeah, it eats. Yeah, it eats plants.
Plants. You can say and say roar.
Mm-hmm. The end.
A baby dinosaur was made by my baby dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. As always, this is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. I truly do believe God has given us all gifts and talents that can fix some problem that exists in the world. And while we may not be able to fix everything, I want to remind and encourage you to remember that we can all fix something. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please do hit like and the subscribe button and turn on those notifications because I will be back next week with another recommendation and book selection. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.